More shotguns. Shadow Warrior. The unique Zixi is well made, despite what Lo Wang may say.
One ugly ass shotgun.
But it's on the bulky side.
Get ready for Lo Wang's 4 hot barrels of love.
Sound is excellent, very high quality, crisp shot with a neat reverb outdoors. Animation is highly accomplished, they really know how to move a gun around and manage the reload animation. We can quickly upgrade this to a quad barrel too with a 4-shot alt fire. The projectile is satisfying, takes lovely parallax chunks out of walls with nice particle effects. It's quite a wide shot spread, but that matches up well with the game's tendency to throw large groups of enemies your way.
Wasted!
The rate of fire is sluggish however, which is a shame because ammo is generally more limited for this weapon throughout the game, so it feels unnecessarily slowed down. It wouldn't cause an imbalancing problem if you could fire off each barrel a bit faster and run out of ammo quicker. The impacts on enemies are great, a real delight for the senses. Vivid colours, varied enemies and reactions in unique characterful ways to your shots. Great staggering for all the enemies, rewarding a skillful aim while dashing between the hordes. Enemies have great destructibility to them, and it's brilliant to blow off a demon's arm, the one he was holding a sword with, and see them now attack you in different ways with their reduced ability. Excellent work. The straight-up gun-toting human enemy is naff however, as ludicrous jibbing happens too often to them. He did dialing down when firing single shots at them. This gun needed a semi-auto upgrade though. I can just imagine how much more satisfying and gloriously destructive it would be to send 4 shots down a corridor in quick succession while dodging return fire. There's also a weird glitch where the particle effects created from your last shot actually disappear when firing the next. The only other negative point to the gunplay here are the larger enemies, which are unreactive bullet sponges that only start flinching or staggering once their health is way down, at which point you start feeling like you're making an impact and the world is right again. I will never ever understand why developers think it's a good idea to halt staggering animations until they reach low health. It makes the first half of any big fight with a big boy really boring. Don't be lazy, give us a tough guy response or some other kind of feedback that doesn't unbalance the combat. Maybe they laugh off the first shot, then the next few make them a bit dizzy. Lower their self-esteem. Progressive reactions with expressive movement. Simple. Enemies can also be knocked over with the help of some magic. They can be suspended in mid-air for some potshot fun. Again, I wish the fire rate was faster to capitalise on these situations. It's not perfect, but it's a whole lot of fun and definitely one to get your looks checked right in. Killzone Shadowfall. Weighty and sounds great as in the previous installment, although the fire rate is again too slow for a pump action shotgun. I'll always argue it's better to limit the ammo than add an overly long delay between shots. While enemies do stagger when taking damage, in my playthrough I witnessed pretty much the same death animation and audio clip for every kill, and more often it's way over the top, like they were being pulled away dramatically by a stunt team wire crew with too much vertical elevation. It's comical and completely breaks this immersive world, so big lost points there. They should have just spent a few days making more proper death animations to add to the mix. The incendiary rounds are not worth mentioning either. Giving this one a brief show here too, faster firing yes, but has no gravitas. Overall, the VC30 is a very nice looking gun with great sound and weapon animation. Dementium 2 HD. This is not good, and that's the highest praise I can give this shotgun. The model is dull, the animation reminds me of a student's first try in 3D software, the sound is also dull, and the worst thing is the underwhelming projectile. Annoying screen-filling flash, slow rate of fire, and no feeling of power as many enemies take 4 or 5 shots. At least you get some feedback when you do hit enemies, but it's so dated for a 2013 release, regardless of its handheld roots. Tower of Guns. This one looks hideous, sounds naff, minimal animation, fires slow energy pellets, and impacts just make enemies flash like it's the 90s. You get to level up the gun, but all this does is add pellets, damage, and rate of fire. The max upgrade gives the shot a little bit of extra sparkle, but firing this gun over and over is a chore. It's got a fast rate of fire that keeps up with the numerous enemies, but without meaningful impacts, it's just so dull. I was lucky enough to get the explosive rounds upgrade, which adds a little more visual flair, but doesn't redeem it. This is a twitch shooter with fast gameplay and hordes of enemies, the type I grew up on, but this doesn't do anything for me, I'm afraid. Titanfall. This game barely qualifies for the series as its campaign is the usual trick of presenting a set of multiplayer maps with a story in between, but bizarrely, you still need human players to play this mode despite the computer-controlled bots populating each level. I did eventually get a game with 7 others, a global peak, so I can show you the shotgun here. It feels nice to fire and the enemy bots in game display some very nice hit animations and knockdowns, which I didn't expect to see. If they have these well-made bots, then why do I need human players to play this campaign? Really nice particle effects on the shots, environment and enemy impacts too. There's a lot to like here, but it's yet another dead live service.
Hike ready in 15 seconds.
Please consider supporting on Patreon.
I love it.